Hello, welcome back once again. Today we're going to solve this interesting exponential equation with a quadratic base and a quadratic power. Here we have x squared minus 5x plus 5 raised to the power of x squared plus 4x minus 60 equals 1. In this video, we'll be solving for all possible values for x. Now let's get started. Now we need to take note of the following because these things are really very important. We need to take note that a to the power of b is equal to 1 with the following cases holding. We have our case 1. If a is equal to 1. Yes, obviously, if a is equal to 1, then 1 to the power of b will be equal to 1, where b is any number, be it natural number, real number, or complex number, right? Now let's take the second case. So our case 2, if b is equal to 0, right? If b is equal to 0, but we have a restriction for a. If b is equal to 0, a will not be equal to 0. Because I strongly believe that 0 to the power of 0 is undefined. And we have our final case here, which is our case 3. In our case 3, we're going to say if a is equal to -1, then b is even, right? Okay, so -1 to the power of an even number is 1, right? So we can see these three cases here must hold for a to the power of b to be equal to 1. And this relates to our present problem here. So let's see how we're going to solve for the values of x in the following given equation. Now we're going to make use of case 1, where we're going to set the base equals 1. Then we solve for x, right? So our case 1 here, we're going to set the base, which is x squared minus 5x plus 5 equals 1. Now, this term right over here, let's move it to the left and it will become negative. So we have x squared minus 5x plus 5 minus 1 equals 0. So here we have x squared minus 5x, here will be plus 4, then this will be equal to 0. Now this quadratic equation is factorizable, right? So let's see how we're going to factorize this. So here we have x squared. Now -5x, we need to write it as -x minus 4x. Then plus 4, this is equal to 0. I'm very familiar with know how to factorize quadratic expression, right? Because the left hand side here is a quadratic expression, right? Okay, so from here x is common, so we get x minus 1. Here we factor out a -4, we get x minus 1. This equals 0. So here this is factorized as x minus 4 multiplied by x minus 1 equals 0. So we can see from here either x minus 4 is equal to 0 or x minus 1 is equal to 0. Now when x minus 4 is equal to 0, obviously x is equal to 4, right? When x minus 1 is equal to 0, obviously x is equal to 1. So here we have solutions for x. Amazing. Okay, now let's go to our case 2. Our case 2 is where we're going to set the power equals 0. So the power right over there is x squared minus, that is plus 4x, right? Plus 4x minus 60. We're going to set this to be equal to 0. Okay. So here we're going to factorize, I think so, right? So, well, I know that I didn't explain how I factorize this. Okay, let me just let you guys know how we can factorize this one here. Now let's think. Okay, first of all, x squared here times -60x, we I mean negative 60. I don't know what is wrong with me today. So that is going to give us negative 60x squared, right? So we're going to look for two terms there that their product will give us negative 60x squared and their sum will give us positive 4x. Without wasting our time, these two terms are 10x and negative 6x. Their product is this and their sum is this. So we're going to replace 4x with their sum. So we have here x squared, then plus 10x, then minus 6x, then minus 60. This is equal to 0. So here x is common, so we get x plus 10. Here negative 6 is common, we get x plus 10, and this is equal to 0. From here we factorize x minus 6 into x plus 10, then this is equal to 0. Okay, so from here we have either x minus 6 is equal to 0 or x plus 10 is equal to 0. If x minus 6 is equal to 0, then x is equal to 6, right? And if x plus 10 is equal to 0, then x is equal to negative 10. Here we found another solution. Amazing. Could you imagine that this equation has more than 4 solutions for x? Isn't that amazing? Now let's go to our final case, which is our case 3. Now in our case 3, we're going to set the base. I think yes. So we're going to set the base equals negative 1, right? Okay, so the base is x squared minus 5x plus 5. Then we're going to set this equals negative 1. So add 1 to both sides. We get x squared minus 5x. 5 plus 1 will give us 6. Then this will be equal to 0 because negative 1 plus 1 is 0. So here we can factorize this, right? So here will be x squared minus 3x minus 2x, right? Then plus 6, this is equal to 0. So factor out x from here. So we get x minus 3. Factor out negative 2 from here. X minus 3. This is equal to 0. So from here we factorize this x minus 2 multiplied by x minus 3. This is equal to 0. So, you know, either this is equal to 0 or this is equal to 0. So we just get x is equal to 2 and we get x is equal to 3. But we need to check which of this value that will make the power even, right? Now let's think about the power. Now this power here, x squared plus 4x minus 60. Okay, now let us plug in 2. So we get 2 squared plus 4 times 2 minus 60. Okay, so from here 2 squared is 4, right? And 4 times 2 is 8, right? So here we get 4 plus 8 will give us 12, and 12 minus 60, that will give us negative 48. And obviously, if negative 1 is raised to the power of negative 48, that will give us even. So we can just say that this is even, right? Okay, so let's plug in 3. So if you plug in 3, x squared plus 4x minus 60, we get 3 squared plus 4 times 3 minus 60. Now 3 squared is 9, 4 times 3 is 12, right? Yeah. Okay, so 12 plus, that would be 9 here, right? So 12 plus 9, that will give us 21, and 21 minus 60 will give us negative, should that be 39? Yes, negative 39, and obviously this is not even, right? Therefore, we can say that x is not equal to 3. So here we come up with these solutions, and we have 5 good solutions to this problem. So we have x is equal to 4, x is equal to 1, x is equal to 6, x is equal to negative 10, and finally x is equal to 2. Amazing. Thank you for watching. Please kindly subscribe to my channel. Also like, comment, and share. Bye bye.